Hello again, fellow adventurers. So, I'm back in England again for the holidays, and this is my very English mom.
Hello again.
Now, the last time I was here, we talked about Darkseed.
Did we? I can't remember.
No, that's right, we did. You don't remember that?
I can't remember.
Well, it's the game where we had an alien embryo implanted in our head.
Oh yes, I remember.
Yeah, you remember the alien embryo?
I do.
Okay, great. Well, you'll be happy to know this time we're looking at Darkseed 2. What do you think of that?
That is horrible. It's a horrible face.
Huh?
I'm going to go and make some tea.
What? You don't want to talk about this game with me?
No.
Well, anyway. As with the first Darkseed, this game was developed and published by Cyberdreams, in collaboration with Pokeball Productions of Canada. Once again, we play as Mike Dawson, the man with the monster headache.
That sure was some nightmare. It even left me with a monster headache.
It's been more than a year since the events of the first game, which was so traumatic that Mike suffered a mental breakdown and moved back to his hometown. He can't escape his nightmares, however, and dreams of his girlfriend Rita's disembodied head calling out to him for help.
Help me, Mike. Help me, Mike.
There's obviously something really wrong with Rita. In fact, she's been murdered and Mike is the prime suspect.
You don't really think I killed her, do you?
I think that memory lapse of yours is very suspicious.
Rita is apparently the librarian from the first game who may have just died from exhaustion after stamping too many books. Let's see what the news report has to say.
When asked about potential suspects, Sheriff Willard Butler replied,
Michael, you and your kind are in grave danger once again. The ancients have returned. I am sending something to assist you. You must act quickly.
Mom, the ancients have returned. We're all in great danger.
Well, perhaps they'd like to come over for dinner.
Well, I guess we'll have to deal with this new threat to humanity on our own. The only one Mike can confide in is his friend Jack, who I'd say looks like the Fonz, but Peanut Butter Gamer already said that.
Well, are you just gonna stand there gaping at me, Mikey boy, or are you gonna take a load off your feet?
We can consult with Jack at various points throughout the game, though he's not what he appears. But more on that later, and speaking of which, this is your spoiler warning for those of you who don't wish to have any secrets of Darkseed 2 revealed to them. So who else can we find to talk to in this town? He looks like a shifty creature, but let's give him a chance.
My name's Slim. You're Mr. Dawson, aren't you? The one they think murdered Rita Scanlon?
Well, I am Mike Dawson, but I didn't murder Rita. She just had an unfortunate cooking accident.
I know. A voice told me that you were innocent. You don't think that's strange, do you? Hearing voices in your head?
No, not at all. I hear voices in my head all the time.
Hear my voice. Everything is going to be alright.
After a while, Mike's monster headache prompts him to visit Dr. Sims, who hypnotizes him, and we experience our first dream sequence in the Dark World, where Mike and Rita argue outside a building with a vagina-like entrance. This kind of imagery is to be expected from the one and only H.R. Geiger, whose incredible artistic vision is prevalent here even more than in the first game, full of sexual as well as religious symbolism. Before we can explore the Dark World further, however, we must enter the carnival after giving a ticket to the sickly-looking clown outside.
To tell you the truth, I'm dying. And that ain't no laughing matter. If I don't get my medicine soon, I'm gonna be punching tickets up in the big top in the sky.
We offer to fetch his medicine, but unfortunately this isn't entirely straightforward.
This anvil's too heavy. I can't lift it by myself.
Don't you just hate it when someone puts their anvil right on top of your life-saving medicine? Anyway, the logical solution is to ask Gargon the Strongman to lift the anvil for you, but he's feeling down and out.
Come on, Mr. Gargon. There's no reason to be so depressed. Life's not so bad.
Sounds like the pot calling the kettle black.
My life is a living hell.
Oh, Mike, I can't talk to you anymore. You're just too depressing.
Problem is that the item you need to help Gargon isn't available until later in the game, and by that time it's too late.
I'm afraid I have some bad news about the clown. He died earlier today.
Well, maybe you should smile more, like that magnet on the fridge.
Huh, I never noticed this before. Thanks, Mom. This smiley face magnet is really easy to miss even for the most avid pixel hunter, but it's necessary to complete the game just like the hairpin in Darkseed 1. You can get a subtle hint for where to use the magnet from Pandora the Fortune Teller at the carnival.
I see a smile placed onto a dark circle. Pinned lips speak a lucky number.
What this means is that we have to use the magnet on the safety pin lady in the Dark World, which allows us to win the spin the wheel game in the Light World.
Number 6! A winner!
This puzzle is a good example of how actions in both worlds affect each other. It's really interesting to see how each scene is reflected in both worlds, and how each character has their own Dark World counterpart. In the Dark World Diner, for example, the guy behind the counter doesn't just serve us burgers and shakes.
Here's something to fill your belly, human.
Oh, that was brilliant! Let's see that again! Death is not always the end in this game though. In fact, it's necessary to die once at a certain point. But beware, because if you already used up your first life, you'll be stuck in an unwinnable state. And if you played Darkseed 1, you'll know all about unwinnable states. Anyway, let's see where death takes us.
What happened? Where am I?
You are in the underworld, Michael. The river of the dead.
Oh, sorry, I must have taken a wrong turn somewhere. You seem like a friendly creature. Can you give me another chance?
You will leave this place. It is your destiny.
Ah, it's our destiny, is it? Well, no man can escape his destiny, especially the fearless Mike Dawson.
Mom hates it when I leave the toilet seat up, but it's my little way of rebelling against the system.
When Mike emerges from the underworld, he is born again through Geiger's alien in a strange reversal of the alien birth process. Now he's free to fulfill his destiny, but what is that exactly? Well, some of the answers are revealed to us in the Dark World Church. Now, if you met a dark priestess like this one, how would you talk to her? Well, here's the Mike Dawson approach.
Hello, I'm Mike Dawson. What is your name?
The priestess tells us about the 3 points of the triangle, the light, scrolls, and sword, which have been stolen by the ancients. So off we go on our quest to recover the magical artifacts, just like Sir Graham in search of the 3 treasures of Daventry in King's Quest I. This is far from a fantasy kingdom, however. It's a dark and scary world with monsters that talk like this.
Oh, a dark worlder, are you? I bet you don't even know if it's day or night.
These 2 goofballs remind me of the door riddle in Labyrinth.
Which one of you is telling the truth?
I am. I am Ick, and it is night. He is not. It is not. I am Ick, and it is daytime, and that's final.
Although Mike is destined to save the world, he's really not much of a heroic character, even if he can fly like Superman in his dreams.
Look! Up there, it's Mike Dawson!
For one thing, he can be a real downer.
Carousels are nice to look at, but I don't enjoy riding them. You just go round and round without getting anywhere.
He also shifts suddenly from being a mild-mannered guy to acting tough.
Excuse me, sir. Here's my data card, you tin-plated sadist. Now show some respect.
He can certainly handle himself in a fight, however. To me, this looks more like they're dancing than fighting.
Oh my god, I killed him! Paul was obviously the shapeshifter. I don't care what he said.
What's all this about a shapeshifter? Well, it's disguised itself in human form, and starting with Reader has been going around cutting off people's heads to use in the Ancients' power generator, in a plot to hatch a monster called the Behemoth, who looks like a Dark World mariachi, to consume all life on Earth. Well, don't worry, cause here's our Mikey boy to the rescue.
I can never decide whether to think of our front door as an entrance or an exit.
What are you doing standing out there in the rain?
I'm trying to decide if the front door is an entrance or an exit.
But please decide whether you're coming or whether you're going.
So who's the shapeshifter then? The guy who's innocently watering his lawn?
The grass is real thirsty. Can't seem to get enough water.
Slim hiding in the bushes?
Don't make me laugh!
Bad boy Jimmy in the pool hall?
I guess I'm just the town's bad seed.
Or dark seed. Nope, it was our friend Jack. Well, sort of.
Don't you get it, Mikey boy? You and me, we're both one and the same.
No, I don't get it.
Let's ask Mom to explain everything.
Here, Mike. This will explain everything.
Mom?
Hello.
Can you explain what Dark Seed 2 is all about?
This will explain everything.
Mom? Mom? Oh, well, anyway, that's my video on Dark Seed 2. I think I'll give this one 6 smiley face magnets. Basically because 6 came in a pack. Okay, that was pretty good. Let's do it again.
Why do I have to do it again? I mean, that was...
Well, you know, you
All
can
right,
have a
I
few,
mean,
a few takes. You
Is
know?
this the end?
This is the last shot with you, I
Right,
think.
okay,
Yeah.
good.
Mhm.